So as we said, ages is basically an extension of word problems. It's just about focusing on the ages. We still go to take couple of variables or maybe more than that depending on the question, and then use the clues, write the equation, solve the pair of linear equations or maybe set of linear equations and get the unknowns. A is 12 years younger than B. Younger basically means A's age is less than B, right? Older is basically more in the age. So younger basically means less in age, right? And older basically means more in age, right? So A, let's assume that, current age of A is A and current age of B is B. These are the variables I took, like A years and B years, or I can take X years, right, and Y years as well. That's fine. You'll get the same thing, nothing different, right? So A is 12 years younger than B basically means A is 12 years lesser than B. If you have seen our earlier video on the word problems, you'll see how we convert this clue into simple statement like this, right? A is equals to 12 years less than, so basically I do minus 12 than B, so it should come as B minus 12. And this is what this clue says. One equation, sum of ages of B and A is 32 years, so that basically means A plus B is 32 years. That is my second equation. Two variables A and B, two equations, I should solve them and get my required values. So A is B minus 12, so let me replace this over here. So A is replaced by B minus 12 plus B is equals to 32. So B plus B is 2B, minus 12 goes this side, that's 32 plus 12, that is 44 is 2B and B is 22. Once I know this, what is A? B minus 12, that is 10 years. Right? So A plus B is 10 plus 22 is 32 and B is 12 years more than, or A is 10 years younger than B. That's how you solve. It's simply the same as word problems, right? Assume the variables and they will be generally the ages, current ages. Then convert the clues and make into equations, solve the linear equations and get the required answers. So standard words you use, in the clues are basically, this is another important point that keeps repeating in ages problems, basically some years ago and some years into the future, from now, hence into the future types. So it is like this. 5 years ago, A was twice as old as B. If I assume a variable, let's assume current age, right, that is at this point of time of A is A years and current age of B is B years. What will be the age of A 5 years ago? Age of A 5 years ago. If my current age is 20, what will be my age 5 years ago? It will be 20 minus 5, right? What will be my age after 10 years or after 6 years? If my current age is 20, after 6 years, my age will be 20 plus 6. That's what you need to do as well, right? Don't use A everywhere. Current age of A is different from A's age 5 years ago. If I say current age of A is A and B is B, that's what we assumed. A was twice as old as B basically means 5 years ago A was A minus 5, was, is, are, were equals to twice as old as B, that is B minus 5. A 5 years ago was A minus 5, B 5 years ago was B minus 5. So it was 5 years ago, it says A is twice as old as B. So that's why it should be written as A minus 5 is equals to 2 into B minus 5. In 6 years from now, M will be thrice as old as N. What will be M's age if M is current age, right, of M is M and age of N is N. These are current ages. What will be the age of M after 6 years? After 6 years, M will be M plus 6 and N will be N plus 6. Then after 6 years, M will be thrice as old as N. So that's what you need to write, not M is equals to 3N. This is correct. M is equals to 3N is wrong, right? If I define M and N as my current ages. If I define the after 6 years, the ages of M and M is M and N, then yes, M is equals to 3N. But most of the problems would give you two clues. One would refer to the current time, current ages, some clue on current ages. The other would be the future or the past. So that's why it's important to add or subtract according to that. Take the current ages as those variables and then use for the future or the past, plus or minus, and connect them. 4 years ago, P was 2 years younger than 3 times Q's age at that time. This is like clubbing two things. 4 years ago, what would be ages of P? P minus 4 and Q minus 4. If the current ages are P and Q, current ages 4 years ago, the ages would have been P minus 4 and Q minus 4. So 4 years ago, P was basically P minus 4, was, is, are, were 2 years younger basically means less, right? Lesser than. So 2 years less, I'll 2 minus 2 than 3 times Q's age at that time. 3 times, what is Q's age at that time? It is Q minus 4. 3 times Q's age at that time is Q minus 4, that is 3 into Q minus 4. The minus 2 is coming because 2 years younger, so it's minus 2. P minus 4 is the age of P, or was the age of P at that point of time. So P minus 4 equals to 3 into Q minus 4 minus 2. This is the maximum you see, in terms of clues complexity. So just make sure you understand this, right? It's simple once you get these points clear. It's all about solving them like how you do a normal word problem. So let's solve a few problems. As we always recommend, we recommend you to pause the video, try these problems on your own, and then you can look through our explanation and understand these things better if you have any gaps. So A is as much younger to B as he is older to C. Right, so this is definitely a complex clue to start with. A is as much younger to B as he is older to C. So let me assume the current ages are A, B and C for ABC. Okay, these are the ages of A, B and C. What is it saying? A is basically younger to B, but by how many years? That is something that I don't know, right? Let me assume. So A is younger than B, so that means the difference would be B minus A, right? Let me assume that to be X years. Okay, what am I saying? A is as much younger to B. Okay, leave this part as he is older to. No, A is basically younger to B. I don't know by how many years. Let me assume that to be X years. If A is 10 years and B is 15 years. Okay. So by how many years is A younger? So I just need to do B minus A, right? So that's what I did. B minus A to assume that to be X years. Okay. So that's one equation I've written. Let's keep that aside. Older to C. That's basically saying A is older to C. So A is more than C. So that means let's say C is 5 years. A is more than C in age. So A is older than C. That is basically A minus C. So by how many years? It is also same as X years. Why? That's what the first clue basically says. It says A is as much younger to B as he is older to C. Basically saying whatever is the difference in these two ages B and A is same as the difference between A and C. That's when A is as much younger to B. Basically this two, what does it mean? A is X years younger to B and A is X years older to C. That's when A is as many years younger to B as many years is old to C, right? Older to C. That's what this clue is basically. So that means B minus A is equals to A minus C. Right, so this goes this side, this goes this side, so B plus C is equals to 2A. That's what I can understand. The other clue is the sum of ages of B and C is 30 years. So that is basically saying B plus C is equals to 30. B plus C is 2A and B plus C is 30. If I combine both, what do I get? 2A equals to 30, right? Because both of them are equals to B plus C. B plus C is equals to 2A, B plus C is 30. So 2A is 30, A is 15. That's the age of A. A is 15 years. What are the ages of B and C? No idea. Right? It could be like A is 15, B could be 16 and C could be 14. A is 15, B could be 17 and C could be 13. 17 plus 13 is 30. 15, 17 difference is 2 years. 15, 13 difference is 2 years. The same case you will get to see here, difference is 1 year each. And the sum is 30. So I can write multiple answers like this which would satisfy this condition. So from the given clues I can only talk about A's age being 15. That's why the question is also asking me only that. 6 years ago P was half of Q in age, and if the ratio of their present ages is 2:3, what will be the total of their present ages? So they are saying, let me assume the current ages, right? P and Q is 2:3, right? Ratio of present ages is 2:3. That is my one clue I've got. 6 years ago, what would have been their ages? P minus 6, Q minus 6. 6 years ago, ages of P and Q would have been P minus 6 were P minus 6 and Q minus 6. So P was, is, or were half the age of Q. Right? This is how the equation would look. So P minus 6 is equals to half into Q minus 6. Now I have two equations, two variables P and Q. I just need to find them and add P plus Q. Right? So let me use this. Right? What is P? Q goes this side. I will be 2Q by 3. Right? Let me substitute it here. 2Q by 3 minus 6 is equals to half into Q minus 6. So 2Q minus 18 by 3 is equals to Q minus 6 by 2. I cross multiply. So this will be 6Q minus 3 into 18 is 54. 3Q minus 18. 3Q comes this side. 54 comes this side. 6Q minus 3Q is 3Q. Plus 54 minus 18 is 36. Q is 12. Once I know 12, what is P? 2 into 12 by 3. That is 3 4s, that is 8. That's what basically the values are. P by Q is 8 by 12 is 2:3. 4 2s are 4 3s. 6 years ago, their ages would have been 8 minus 2. P is 8, right? 8 minus 6 is 2. Sorry. And Q is 12 minus is 6. 12 minus 6 is 6. So P minus 6 is 2. So is basically half the age of Q. One second. I think something seems to be off here. 3Q minus 18, that is, okay, my bad. 2 into 18 is 36, right? So this is all wrong. 2 into 2Q is 4Q, minus 2 into 18 is 36. So the entire equation is wrong. 4Q minus 36 is 3Q minus 18. So 4Q minus 3Q is Q equals to plus 36 minus 18 is 18. Once I get Q as 18, what will this be? 2 by 3 into 18 is 3 1s, 3 6s, that's 12. So P is 12. Q is 18, right? These are the values that I am getting. The ratio would be 6 2s, 6 3s is 2 by 3. 12 by 18 is 6 2s, 6 3s. And here also the ages 6 years ago would have been 6 and 12. So 6 is half 12, right? So that's why it's correct. So what will be the total of the present ages? P plus Q would be 12 plus 18 is 30. Right? That is the answer for this. Right? The ratio between the ages of A and B at present is 3:5. In 10 years from now, it's basically into the future, the ratio of their ages will be 7:10. What is the present age of A? So basically they're saying if present ages are A and B, so that is A by B is 3 by 5, that's one equation. In 10 years, what would be the ages? A would become A plus 10 and B would be B plus 10, that is given as 7 by 10, that's my second equation. Two equations, two unknowns, good enough to solve. So let me put it like this. A is equals to 3b by 5. Let me put this here. A is 3b by 5 plus 10 by b plus 10 equals to 7 by 10. So 3b by 5 plus 10 will be 3b plus 50 by 5 by b plus 10 equals to 7 by 10. So 5b, so what will this translate to be? 3b plus 50 by 5 into b plus 10. Right? Is equals to 7 by 10 is what we have. So let me cross multiply this, right? What will this become? 7 into 5 into b plus 10, right? 7 into 5 into b plus 10 equals to 10 into 3b plus 50. So 7 into 5 into b is 35b plus 35 into 10 is 350. So 10 into 3b is 30b plus 500. This goes this side. 35b minus 30b is 5b equals to 350 comes this side. Minus 350 plus 500 is 150. So b is 30. If I get b as 30, what will be A? 3 by 5 into 30 is 5 6, that is 18. So that will be 18 is 18 and 30 are the ages of A and B, current ages. This seems to be a bit longer, right? What I would normally do is this. If you have seen or if you're comfortable with this concept, when I say A is to B is 3 and 5, what are the current ages according to that? Age of A is 3k, that's a variable I'm taking as k, and then automatically b would be 5k, right? Because they have to be in the ratio 3:5, so I'm taking 3k and 5k. Now it has become only one variable. After 10 years, what will be their ages? 3k plus 10, 5k plus 10. So it's basically 3k plus 10 by 5k plus 10 equals to 7 by 10, right? Because after 10 years, the ratio is 7:10. Let me just change the color once. Yeah. So I'm just trying to show you how we can do it faster with this approach. So I just cross multiply, it will be 30k plus 100 is equals to 35k plus 70. So 30k comes this side, 35k minus 30k is 5k, 100 minus 70 is 30, and 5 ones are 5, 6 are k is 6. Once I know k is 6, what will be the current ages? 3 into 6 is 18 and 5 into 6 is 30, which is what we calculated, right? This is much faster and easier than all this longer approach that we did with fractions. So that's why whenever I see ratios, I immediately take them like this, 3k and 5k. This is k as a variable which you have used, and we do it. It's not necessarily k, we can take x, y, any alphabet. It's just about taking the same constant for this ratio and then using that for my next ratio and then solving to get the required answer.